Hey y'all, Jennifer here with Crazy Mom Life. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial and I will be using mostly e.l.f. cosmetic products. e.l.f. was recently having a summer sale or a spring sale, and I got things for like 40 cents, 80 cents, $1. I ended up getting a whole box for 14 bucks. And so I thought I would take everything that I got some other stuff for the video, and do a little tutorial. Now some of the stuff that I will be using is not e.l.f. only because I just don't have those products in e.l.f. So yeah, but I hope that you like this video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up and make sure to hit subscribe. Alright, so I'm going to start by priming, and I have the Avon Face Protector Primer. I love this stuff. It's like a creamy silicone-y feel, and it has SPF, so it really protects your skin while you're outside, and it just kind of blurs all of my imperfections. So I really like this, and I think it's $12 from Avon. But a drugstore one that I use, I like the Maybelline. I also like the NYX, but this is the one. I'm almost out of it, so I like to use a product and then buy a new one. So I am going to go ahead and start with my eyes. So I'm going to be using this eyeshadow primer by Wet n Wild. I've had this a really long time, but I will just go ahead and put this all over my eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to take this little e.l.f. palette that I got, and it's kind of cool because it has the words in there. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but it has like where it says like base and crease and lid and stuff. So I have used this already, and one thing is it has a ton of fallout, but the colors are very blendable. So I'm gonna start by putting the base all over my eye, and I have this e.l.f. blending brush. It's just a blending eye brush. It's just a regular one, and I'm gonna take the base color and really tap that off, and I will just put that all over my eye just to set that eyeshadow primer. I usually do not start with my eyes, but because this eyeshadow has so much fallout, if I'm using it, I have been starting with my eyes first. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I am going to use this as my transition shade. So I'm going to take this Bio Goshish tapered blending brush. It's just a small tapered brush, and I'm going to use that right in the crease of my eye, and this will just be a transition color so I can blend. The lightest shade in this palette is a little darker than what I like to use as a crease shade, transition shade, so I go in with this butter bronzer. Okay, so now I'm going to take this brush by Glamour Dolls. It's just more of a finer point, and I'm going to take this third shade right here that is the crease shade, and like I said, it has a ton of fallout, and I will just go right in the crease of my eyes. And it'll look kind of crazy, but I will go back and blend it out. I'm also going to bring it down into the corner, not a ton, just whatever is left on my brush. Okay, so like I said, it will look a little kind of crazy, but I will go back and blend it out. So yes, these shades are very pigmented. Like I said, there's just a ton of fallout, but I really like the colors. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the butter bronzer and my tapered one, and I will just blend until I possibly cannot blend anymore. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this second color, and it is called the Lid color. And I'm going to take this e.l.f. brush. It's just an angled eyeshadow brush. And I will take that right on there, and I'm just going to go right close to my lash line. And I'm going to stay towards the outer portion of my eye. Alright, and then I'm going to take this little angled brush, and I will also take a little bit more of that lid shade, and I will just go right on the crease. This is going to be a little bit of like a dark smoky eye. Alright, and I will go back in one more time with this bronzer, and I will just blend again. You're not living if you ain't blending. I am in no way a professional makeup artist. I enjoy makeup. I enjoy doing my makeup. I do not do my makeup every day. I'm a stay-at-home mom. So on days that it's just us hanging out at home, I am not putting on makeup. Okay, so I'm going to go in back with this base shade, and I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm going to go right, and you can see there's so much fallout. I'm going to go right in just to kind of brighten up the inner part of my eye. I just find that your finger works best for that. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and buff away any of that fallout. As you can see, it kind of got it right there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go on with my concealer. So I did buy this concealer yesterday. It's in Ivory. It is just a stick concealer. Ooh, it's very pink. Very pink. Okay, so because this is so pink, I'm not going to use it on the rest of my face. I'm going to go in with my Naked Skin in light neutral, and I will use that to cover up any of my imperfections. That shade is very, very pink on me. I'm also going to go in with the LA Girl green concealer and just take away some of the redness on my face. Put a little there. A little there, a little there. Alright, so now I have a Real Techniques damp beauty blender, and I always start with the green shade. I don't know why, that's just what I do. So I will blend all of that in. I really don't see how this is an ivory shade. It looks more salmon than anything. Okay, so the concealer is all blended in. Okay, now what I'm going to do is start with my foundation. And I got this is an oil-free SPF sunscreen foundation, and it is in the shade Porcelain. So I get the feel that it's more like a tinted moisturizer than a foundation, but I could be wrong. So I'm just going to damp this. I really hope that it's gonna match my skin. If not, we'll make it work. Okay, so I will take this, and it looks like it might be a little light, and I will just start. It smells really good. It has a perfumey smell to it. This is my first time using this, so the color actually is not bad. It's pretty tacky, but the color is not bad at all. It feels very lightweight. And it's giving me pretty good coverage. I mean, you can't see, I mean, you can still see like my freckles coming through, which I like. I mean, I like that natural look, but it's pretty. I am gonna try this side with my Morphe M439 brush and just kind of see what kind of coverage I get with that. See what definitely getting more coverage with the brush. For a $6 foundation, it's very pretty for an everyday just wear. It's a very, very pretty coverage. Okay, still had some left on my brush, on my sponge, so let me just go in and finish up my forehead. I'm definitely gonna have to, it's not as sticky once it sets a little. For $6, I'm pretty impressed. Alrighty, well there you have it. I was fairly impressed with this foundation. I am going to go ahead and set it. What I want to do is I want to go back in and just do a little bit of highlighting. So I am going to take my Naked Skin foundation. I also am going to take, I got this also on sale. It's Pink Lemonade. I think it's like a liquid mousse or something. So I'm gonna, and it will look kind of crazy, but once it blends down, it's actually really pretty. And that will just add a little bit of color back into my face. So I'm just gonna blend that out. Like I said, once you put it on, it is a tad bit crazy. But it just adds like a natural blush look to your face, which I like. Just gives that real pretty glow. I really like it. Okay, so I'm going to take my NYX HD Studio. This is SFP01 finishing powder. And I am going to take just a little bit in the lid, and this Avon, it's actually a blush brush, but I will just take some of that and set under my eye. And then I will take my Maybelline Fit Me in 110 Porcelain and my big powder brush, and I will set the rest of my face and kind of wipe away that finishing powder. All right. So now let's go on to contouring. I have this contour palette. It looks kind of like that. And I am going to mix these two shades right here. And I'm going to use my Morphe M523 brush, and I will just kind of mix the two, tap off the excess, and go right into the hollows of my cheek. Alright, and then I will go up and do the tops of my forehead. And I will blend over this with bronzer, so it might look a tad crazy right now, but... Alright, and then I'm going to go back in with this little angled brush, kind of go into the same colors, and just go right down my nose. So now I'm going to take my bronzer, and I do not have an e.l.f. bronzer, so I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Every time I smell this, I just picture myself on a beach. You know, as a mom, you can't go to those places sometimes. So you have to get things that make you think of those places. And I'm going to use the sculpting brush and go right over wherever I just bronzed. This is my absolute favorite bronzer. I have gotten other bronzers and none of them compare to this. I love it so much. And then again, I will go right over my nose. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with this fluffy brush and just kind of go back over it one last time just to give it a bigger blend, and I will use this one to go down my neck. Alright, so now for my cheeks. I got this. It's also in Pink Lemonade, and it's like a little stick. So I'm gonna try this and see what happens. We'll see. So I think I'm just gonna use my sponge, even though I already powdered my face. Just see if I can get that blended out. I kind of like to bring up my blush to my temples, just to give me this, you know, like almost like a sunburned kiss, sun-kissed look. Okay, so that blended out pretty good. Kind of, I think these were like 40 cents each, the liquid one and the stick one. So for 40 cents, I mean, hello, that's a win. Okay. Yeah, I like you. I like you, I like you. Alrighty, well let's just move on to highlighter. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Baked Blush in Pink Tastic. One thing I have like learned about these is you need to like take off the top layer for it to work really well. I didn't use my nail. I used a like a ridged washcloth, and I just kind of scraped off the top layer. And I will be using my Morphe M501, and I'm gonna go, ooh, hello highlight. Can't beat that. Wow, that is pretty. I'm gonna go right there on the bridge of my nose. Wow, I'm impressed. All right, then I'll kind of come up here, bring it down into my, over here. Now one thing what I want to do with this, I think it would be really pretty, is I'm going to take some on my finger and I'm going to pop it like right in the corner of my eye where I laid that base earlier. Oh yeah, that like really brightens it up. I do this a lot, like if I'm in a hurry, I take whatever highlighter I'm wearing for the day and I just pop it right there on my inner corners, and it works really well. I guess I'll go ahead and use this to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. All right. Now I'm going to go back in and do my eyebrows, and I got this e.l.f. brow pencil. I've never used it. I'm a little worried about it. But let's see what happens. Sorry, I'm going to get this up close so I can see it a little better. I'm a little worried. Okay, so that, it's a tad dark for me. And I don't know, does this have a shade on it? Neutral brown. But it's not bad. It actually put out product. All right. This one looks like it's kind of curved down just a tad more. All right, so that wasn't too bad. I was a little worried about it. And now I'm going to take this e.l.f. It's in crystal, but it's like a eyebrow gel. And it's kind of nasty, but I'm just going to use that just to set my eyebrows. Very good. All right, now to finish up my eyes, I'm gonna go back in with this, and I'm going to take the bottom shade, it says Line, and I'm gonna take this angled brush again and kind of rub it in there. It's almost like an eyeliner, and I'm gonna go real close to my eye, right down in here. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my butter bronzer, and whoa, I'm throwing stuff around and with my tapered brush, and I'm gonna go right in here and just kind of blend all of that out, what I just did. Alright, there we have, and now my eyes are done. I am going to go in with this, I think it's like a little, like a lash thing, and I just kind of go right in as close as I can to my eyes. And I just try to like separate my eyelashes. It gives it a good little color because the wand is so small. It gets right in there. And then the same thing at the bottom lashes. And then I will go over it with mascara. Okay, and then I have the e.l.f. Mascara in black, and I will just go very clumpy. I will just go right over what I just did. I have very long eyelashes. So I don't usually wear false lashes, plus, I mean, really, who's got time for that with 2 small kids? Can y'all do bottom mascara without opening your lips? Because I can't. Alright, I want to, I got a little, there we go, a little smudge. Alright, so the only thing left to do is lips, and I got a few colors. I got this one. This is in Bryan, and it is a very pretty like corally color. I'm thinking this is probably what I'm gonna do today. This one is in Believe, and it's like a shimmer color. Let's see what that one looks like. Oh, it's more like a lip topper almost. That's right there. That's this one in Believe. And then this is a lip gloss in Brett. Ooh, that's really pretty too. And that one right there, that's Brett. Ooh, I don't know which color do I want. I think I'm gonna go with Brett. Gonna go with a little bit of a bolder lip. This is a super pretty color. Wow. Okay, so now I will just take my Wet n Wild setting spray. And there's the finished look. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I look forward to being able to do more videos like this. Like I said, I'm not by any means a professional makeup artist, but I love makeup. I enjoy doing it. I have a pretty good collection, and so I hope that I can share all of that with y'all. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and click subscribe to see more videos like this. Bye, y'all.